To another episode of The Lazy Organized Mom. I don't have my glasses on. I was getting really bad glare from my phone and stuff in the glasses, so I just took them off. So sorry if you see me like squinting sometimes or kind of getting kind of close because I can't see very good with my glasses on. Anyway, so I am starting not only my spring cleaning, but also I am starting a Fly Lady challenge to get more organized, try to get a routine going. One great way where you can save time to be more lazy is when you get a good routine and you just get things done and get it over and done with. Just do it. You'll have more time to chill, relax. That's what it's all about, is getting organized and having more time to be lazy and do what you want to do. But this post is actually going to go to the Fly Lady Challenge. I was actually going to start it tomorrow and not do it today, but the first day is actually shining your sink, and you do it right before you go to bed. So I was like, why not just go ahead and start it tonight, since, whatever. So I'm actually going to be starting it tonight, and it's shining your sink. And what it is, it's just the first day you're going to have to do a few steps, like filling the sink up, scrubbing it, taking a toothbrush to it. I cleaned out my faucet. Like, we have like a little key thing that you kind of turn. You'll see pictures of it. And I took that apart, took a toothbrush to it, cleaned that all out. I didn't leave my sinks as full as long as an hour, only because they've been like really cleaned since everyone was sick for like a couple of months. From January and February, everybody was like sick a lot. So I had actually been cleaning out the sink quite a bit. So I just did it for a little bit. So I'm going to show you some clips, and I'll explain all the clips and my steps and how I did it. As you can see, I had to clean out my sink first. I had some dishes in it. And here it's all cleaned out and ready to go. I only filled up one side at a time, and since it was already pretty cleaned, I just put the water to the other side. And here I sprinkled some baking soda after I had rinsed it really good from the bleach water. And then I rinsed out the baking soda, and here I'm just taking a toothbrush to all the small little crevices that need to be cleaned that you don't always think about cleaning all the time. And here is where I did my hose, and there's the filter, like the little spray thing in the middle. I took that off, and that blue thing's the key. And then I went ahead, rinsed it really good, dried it down, and here I'm just spraying some Windex all over the sink. This is part of shining your sink. This is a step you'll do every night before you go to bed, is just using the Windex, and then you wipe it down, and you can see that little ring spot. My husband had put a plate in the sink literally 2 seconds after I had just Windex and cleaned it out. I was not happy, but I let it go. This is how I shined up my sink. Every night you won't do all those steps. The only steps you're really going to want to do is after every time that you put water in your sink, dry it off every single time. And don't get discouraged if your family doesn't do it too, like you're all getting used to it and you're not going to do it every time either. But one thing that'll help is if you just like lay out like a rag before you go to bed somewhere on your sink. It'll kind of be like, a fresh rag every night. But when you wake up, you have the rag ready to go. You don't have to worry about it. And you can just wipe it down and use it the whole entire day. Unless it gets like completely soaked, then yeah, you might want to have to change it out. But and then just at nighttime, right before you go to bed, just spray it with Windex and then wipe it down with that towel, and then get a new one out, so that way first thing in the morning you're ready to go. And it just looks so nice just having a sink all clean, ready to go, no dishes. It looks beautiful. And even if you have like stuff on your countertops, or even if you your floor looks like it needs a mop, at least your sink looks beautiful and waiting for you first thing in the morning. And there's a few more steps to it. If you don't have a dishwasher, it's not a big deal. If you want, you can get like a dish tub to put underneath your sink and get family members, to get used to start putting dishes down there instead. You can fill it with like hot soapy water maybe, like at each mealtime, like right for breakfast, put it under there. Or you could even fill up like one side of your sink with hot soapy water. So like at breakfast, they can dip it in there. You just wash it right away, dry it, put away, drain out the water, and, dry your sink down. Just don't leave your dish drying rack out. That sometimes can just be like clutter, and just, you know, doesn't look as clean. If you can get it underneath your sink, that's great. If you can't, no big deal. Don't worry about it. Another thing is, maybe you should like leave your family like a sticky note. Be like, hey, just a reminder, you know, make sure you dry the sink out after you use it. So that way you're not going, hey, I told you to dry the sink out, blah, 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 blah. You know, get crazy, mom. Don't do that. Well, I do it too, but you know, we all do, okay? We're moms, we get crazy once in a while. Another thing is, if you have a stainless steel sink, do all those steps and then use an SOS pad and scrub it. That'll help buff it really good and give it a really nice shine. If you don't feel like the Windex is really giving it like a shine that you want, you can try it. Thanks, Hunter. You can try and, hold on, buddy. Ow, you're hurting my mommy's foot. You can try and use, buddy, ouch, you're hurting mommy's foot. You're gonna have to get down right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey. You're gonna have to get down. You're really hurting my foot. This chair's not big enough for both of us. You can use lemon oil or even olive oil. Just a tiny bit. Like, don't sit there and like all over, because it'll be crazy. Put a little bit on a washcloth and then scrub it down. That'll also give it a really nice shine. I try to do that like, you know, every, I don't know, like 6 months or so, just to give it a nice shine. I'll probably do that one day here during my spring cleaning. And then I don't do it all the time, but the Windex, you know, is a good thing to do all the time. And do not, I repeat, do not mix any cleaners. Make sure you rinse really well between each step. You don't want to cause like any crazy gas mixtures or anything like that. It could seriously be very dangerous. Rinsing between each step is very, very, very important. So make sure you rinse. I cannot stress that enough. So that is day one, step one of the Fly Baby Challenge, because we're not quite Fly Ladies yet, you know, because we're just getting started. So she calls it Fly Babies. So we are Fly Babies right now, and hopefully soon we will all be Fly Ladies. Tomorrow is actually step 2, which is also the habit of the month. Each month she has like a habit that you need to do. Honey, don't play with my glasses, please. She has a habit that she wants you to do, and then it just happens to be step 2. So step 2 is also going to be habit of March, which we'll go ahead and finish that out for the month anyway, so it's in the baby steps. So tomorrow will be great. Looking forward to that. And oh, doesn't he look so cute in my glasses? He's funny. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and we'll do day 2, step 2, and the habit of the month. And then also tomorrow I will be changing the batteries and all the smoke detectors, because that is on my first week of spring cleaning. I got all the clothes done. Now I have to just do the smoke detectors, and then I will also go ahead and start my second week's what I'm supposed to do for spring cleaning as well, since I kind of fell behind a little bit because last week was just absolutely crazy. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys join me on this Fly Lady Challenge.